Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or xJawz, and welcome to my second Modern Warfare 2 commentary ever. Today, I have a team deathmatch gameplay on the map Outpost, which is a map that I actually do really like in this game, at least for ground war. Not so much for the 6 versus 6 game modes, simply because it is a really large map in a game where most of the maps are pretty small, and it works well on 9 versus 9 game modes. But in 6 versus 6 ones, like team deathmatch, standard team deathmatch, that is, standard domination, demolition, stuff like that, there's not a lot of action because people are spread out amongst the map pretty evenly, and you don't run into a lot of people all the time, which is one of my favorite parts about Call of Duty, killing a lot of people really quickly, and it's also the best way to build up kill streaks, honestly. So speaking of kill streaks, in this gameplay I was using the care package, the AC-130, and the Osprey gunner. Now, I was just sort of messing around with the care package. It wasn't really, all that good of a kill streak. I don't really use it that often, but the AC-130 and the Osprey gunner are worth mentioning and talking about a little bit. The AC-130 is a 12 kill streak, and the Osprey gunner is a 17 kill streak. And just to clarify, the Osprey gunner is pretty much the same thing as the Modern Warfare 2 chopper gunner. It's not the exact same, it doesn't look identical, but it's, you'll see later in this gameplay, it is very, very similar to it. Both the AC-130 and the Osprey gunner don't seem nearly as good as their Modern Warfare 2 counterparts. They're more difficult to acquire because they're higher kill streaks, and they just don't seem to perform as well, which is unfortunate from some standpoints. If you're trying to get a super high score in a gameplay, but honestly, I think that means that just there's more focus on gun-on-gun combat, and I really like that about Modern Warfare 3. So I'm not really complaining too much about it. But as far as working up to these kill streaks, because they are a lot harder to get because they are higher kill streaks, I'd give you guys the advice to utilize some of the things in this game that allow you to get points to add to your point streak, because that's now what they're called. They're not called kill streaks, they're called point streaks. Utilize the other things other than kills to get points for your point streak. And those things are, if you don't already know, capturing flags, planting or defusing bombs, killing people who are capturing your flags, people on the other team who are capturing your domination flags. If you kill them, you get an extra point added to your point streak. And the one that you can do really, really easily and often is shooting down air support. And because of that, I really recommend that everyone, once you unlock it, use the Stinger missile. It helps out a ton. It pretty much can add 2 kills or 2 points to your point streak almost every single life, because if the enemy is doing at least decent, some of them are going to get some small kill streaks, counter UAVs or UAVs or well, not SAM turrets. It doesn't shoot down SAM turrets, but those sort of things are really, or the weapons that are not weapons, but the launchers that shoot down air support. Those sort of things work really, really well in this gameplay if you're trying to build up to some high kill streaks. So I definitely recommend using those. Another thing that you can do is use Hardline, especially Hardline Pro, because the new Hardline Pro edition, or the new Hardline Pro feature, is that in this game, when you get 2 assists with Hardline Pro, it counts as 1 point towards your point streak. So before you know it, if you're throwing stuns and flashes and you're killing, and you're flashing 2 or 3 people that are pretty far away from you just because you see them on the radar, and then your teammates kill them, then all of a sudden you're that much closer to your kill streak. So all those things are really good to think about when you're going for the higher kill streaks, using the assault package, the assault strike package in Modern Warfare 3. And I recommend you, again, I know I keep saying it, but you use all of those because they will help you out a ton, and that's what I was doing in this gameplay. I got the AC-130 here, you'll see, but I knew the game was sort of winding down, so I made it my goal to just go for the Osprey gunner and just get that up, because I knew you guys would want to see some gameplay with that. And now let's talk a little bit about the gun I was using and the class setup I was using. So I'm using the ACR with a red dot sight and a silencer. So what that means is that I'm using the weapon proficiency attachments on it. And the weapon proficiency attachments is one of my favorite ones in this game, because before, when you had to use bling in order to have 2 attachments, you weren't allowed to use sleight of hand because they were both first perks. And because you weren't really allowed to use sleight of hand, my favorite first perk in the game, because of the decreased aim down sight time, I rarely used bling unless I was playing search and destroy would usually be the only time I would use it. But in this game, you use it a lot because you can still use quick draw. So I would recommend you guys utilize that weapon proficiency as much as possible, because it is very, very good. Also on this class, I had Scavenger, Quick Draw, as I mentioned before, and I believe at the time that I was playing this gameplay, my third kill streak was Dead Silence. I believe I had unlocked it. So that's the kill streak setup that I would say, or that's the perk setup that I would say is pretty standard and good in this game. Steady Aim is also another great one for a third perk if you don't like Dead Silence. Maybe if you don't have a headset and you can't, use sound to your advantage as much by having Dead Silence in your class, because hip firing up close with an assault rifle isn't that great. Winning those close quarters battles can always be a problem, so having steady aim and being able to hip fire them accurately, or at least more accurately, definitely can help out your kill death ratio in a game. So this game's winding down here. As you can see, I was killing these people with the Osprey gunner. Again, very similar to the Modern Warfare 2 chopper gunner. You hear the same sound as it goes off. It seems to kill a little bit slower than before, and it doesn't seem to show as clearly the players on the map. The AC-130 is even worse though than that. Again, will try and get some gameplay with that up on my channel as soon as possible so you guys can see what I mean. But anyway, that's the end of this gameplay. Final score was 26 kills, 7 assists, and 1 death. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.